But yeah, so she's kind of my weird doll, but yeah, she gets heavy. You get tingling up by your elbows, you get a little pressure behind your head.
Oh God, someone touched my leg!
My name is Nena PC, and I've been into the paranormal since I was.
Well, I would get feelings. I would get heaviness, followed with like somebody's watching you kind of feeling. The heavier it got was, to me, it felt that would be the negative. If it was light, it would feel good. I would get images in my head, along with the feelings. So those are the tools that I use.
So Tonopah, Nevada is known for several locations that are said to be extremely haunted, right? The world-famous Milkshake Hotel is said to have a lady that, people have seen walking through the hallways. Reba McEntire spent her time and actually did a film there at the Milkshake. But the place that we decided to stay at was the world-famous Clown Motel.
The Clown Motel sits halfway between Reno and Las Vegas, and Fox 10's Andrew Hasbin and photojournalist Joe Tillman, they took the trip to Tonopah, Nevada, and they found out it's not just clowns that frighten the motel guests there.
They call it the scariest motel in America. This is the Clown Motel.
In the hotel, the motel's earned a reputation as the scariest one in all of America.
Pull the covers off. Pranksters.
The hauntings often send guests packing in the middle of the night.
And the Clown Motel, the owner of the Clown Motel, original owner, was from the 80s, had a collection of over 2,500 clowns throughout the hotel. And the hotel is right next to a cemetery. The only cemetery in Tonopah, Nevada. Cemetery that is dated back into the early 1900s when the settlers first came over and discovered Tonopah.
Now meet some of our neighbors for the night here at Tonopah's first cemetery. Now the tombstones here, a lot of them say how these people died. There's a few that died in the Belmont mine fire in 1911 and many others from pneumonia.
The town was built next to a cemetery that's more than 100 years old.
This was the county's cemetery, created around the turn of the century. Its occupants, exactly what you might expect from an Old West town: a murdered sheriff, prostitutes, barkeepers, even 14 miners killed in a fire.
Things that happen inside of the Clown Motel are energies, and intelligent energies that come from that cemetery. As well as a murder that took place within one of the hotel rooms that people say they still feel like a woman walking through. They feel a man's presence as well as a young child walking between and through the rooms.
Some people say they see, miners and things like that out there. They said that he woke up and there was a large life-size clown, like the one in the corner, standing in front of his bed.
Tom is sitting in the office. So he moves. He moves. So we're officially on our way to the Clown Motel.
And it's one of the most creepiest places in America.
Yeah, and it's filled with hundreds, maybe thousands of clowns.
And to make it worse, it is right next to a graveyard.
Yeah, like walking distance.
So this is going to be an adventure like we've never seen before.
It just feels like already a red flag.
All we are red flags.
Nerd. Are you scared?
Yeah, I think, well, I definitely know I don't like clowns, so this should be interesting. So when we make our way towards Tonopah, Nevada, we take off and we're about an hour and a half outside of Las Vegas, heading north, and, you know, we have to make a quick stop. So, you know, I pull into a gas station, and as I pull in, I notice gas station looks kind of funny, right? It's a green gas station, and it has a lot of these like alien posters and alien cutouts, and a big sign on top that says Area 51. Not realizing that this was the famous gas station that everybody talks about that's so close to Area 51. So we make our way inside, you know, and immediately I start talking to the clerk about, you know, kind of what we're doing and, you know, where we're going and, you know, basically about Area 51, like how close are we? And he's like, you're basically here. We are at the Area 51 Alien Center in Nevada. Let's go inside.
An alien Zoltan.
Right here, right? This is all Area 51 right here.
Really?
This is us. We're right on, like.
Oh, nice.
Dolly's on it.
It was a conflict between the Chicken Ranch, which is in and and it just says other establishments. It names the Chicken Ranch and nothing else.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It just says subject to conflict between the Chicken Ranch brothel and other establishments in Nye County, highlighting corruption, violence, and legal issues.
Most of all the brothels, they're legal in Nevada. But most of where you hear about it is in Nye County.
You know, this is the world-famous gas station, right? And so, you know, we start talking about the hauntings and different things that you know, we need to look out for. And so in one of the staff members that's there, she pulls out her phone and she's like, let me just show you what kind of things you can expect, you know, in Goldfield and in Tonopah. And so she pulls up the Opera House. And the Opera House, what looks like her, you know, walking through the Opera House, it looks like a hand that reaches out to her. But not just any hand, right? This isn't just a regular hand. This hand looks completely skeletal. And so I couldn't believe it. So I zoomed in and I took a quick little video of her phone to show you what it looks like. But this was what we had in store for us as we made our way towards Tonopah.
Videotape it.
Tripped out. Look at that.
Oh my god.
And you can't even see.
Wow.
Yeah. And then there was
crazy.
And then there's a handprint right here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was very creepy. And I didn't realize that it was anything until I went back and me and my family were looking at it. I was like, I wonder if we can see any faces. Because it's like, you know, and we zoomed in everywhere, and that's how we found it.
Oh my god.
Wow, that is really cool though.
I'm so creeped out. I felt like something hit my head. And that's how I'm like looking at
Oh, okay.
Because I was like, what the hell? Because we went inside. Like, it's very creepy.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah. And you're right, it doesn't look human, like a human hand.
No, it doesn't.
It looks like skeletal. Yeah, it looks.
you've grown into the paranormal?
So guys, we met this really cool guy, Austin, local from here, and wealth of knowledge in regards to the stuff that's here. Check this building out, Area 51. We are basically here.
That's not far off.
It's not far. How cool is that? And so, because this was our first time there, we really were more, I was really interested in like the history. I wanted to know more about not just the hotel, but about, you know, the town itself and, you know, the cemeteries and the people that lived there, you know. And one of the things that really took me back was the fact that, you know, one of the hotels that we visited in San Diego was frequented and, you know, visited very, very frequently by Wyatt Earp. And Tonopah was another town in which Wyatt Earp spent a lot of time there. And in fact, his brother Virgil ran a saloon in the very next town over in Goldfield. And so it's just weird that this connection between Wyatt Earp and the same towns that we're visiting are the same towns that he himself traveled through.
Okay, we're pulling up. There it is. You ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
This is scary.
Tonight we're in Tonopah, Nevada at the world-famous Clown Motel, surrounded by dozens of clowns and sitting right next to a cemetery. Let's see what happens. So we're about to start our tour. I'm out here waiting for Eric. Actually, here he comes. Eric. Say hi.
Hi.
I'm gonna start the tour.
It's cool here.
Let's see.
Very right off the bat, you know, as soon as we pulled into that driveway and pulled into Tonopah, you could feel the presence of that cemetery literally in its backyard. So one of the things that, you know, in my brief research of looking up Tonopah was that there was this kind of curator person who, you know, would give the tours. His name was Chris, and Chris was Chris is a very unique person, right? He's very knowledgeable about the town, about the history. And we were lucky enough that when we decided to take this tour, Chris was our tour guide and, gave us, basically the walkthrough information as we made our way throughout the night.
Okay, the reason why we are somewhat haunted is because of the fact that when they built the motel back in 1900s, the original owner died in 1911. Actually, it was February 23rd, 1911, because of the fact that it was the mine fire. So, because they built my mine, so yes, the anniversary is coming up next month. Oh. Now, when they built this, they think they put it on the cemetery grounds. That's why we have a lot of activity.
On the 1900?
Yes. The original owner died in 1911. And the kids changed it in 1985 to Clown Motel. Yeah, see your mirror's already.
Oh man, it is going off.
So yeah, so the kids changed it from David Motel to Clown Motel in 1985. Now we are going to go to David's gravesite as well, the original owner. But yes, he was a clown collector. This whole thing started with him. It used to be called David Motel, but people used to come to town and say, hey, have you ever been to the Clown Motel? Never heard of it. Why? Because it was David Motel. Come on in. This is our Exorcist. Now, 9 times out of 10, I put the cat ball down and it rolls.
Oh, let's go. Let's see. And it rolls, you said? Oh my gosh, it is!
Now, the thing about it is you're not supposed to have a mirror facing the bed or put 2 mirrors together because of the fact that they're portals. That's why back in the day we used to play Bloody Mary. Right. We're not allowed to play that game. Yeah. Because you're actually bringing stuff over.
Yeah.
The camera that drained during when we went to the Clark County Museum, brand new batteries, fresh batteries again. I pull it out, I turn it on, it turns on, and then it shuts off. And I'm like, what the heck? I charged these batteries. Like, I know it's fully charged. There's no way this should be turned off. So I take it out and I put another battery and I turn it on, turns on, and then it turns off. I'm like, darn it. I don't know what to do. I had 2 fresh batteries and they both just, it wouldn't turn on. So I was like, okay, well, I'll use, we had other cameras that we could use that night. So I pulled out another camera. But interesting that it was just like right off the bat, one of the cameras that I really wanted to use that night to film with, it just wouldn't work, wouldn't charge. So, I put it in my backpack and I'm like, okay, let's just continue on with the night.
It's kind of a weird one, but see, look at your meter. Your meter's kind of jumping too.
What's going on
Okay,
over there?
So, according to my DSLR camera, which is that one right here by the bed. Yes, right there by the bed. See? We got one right there. It's kind of jumping around a little bit.
Your little light just changed from red to green.
Yeah, see? There it is. It's changing very slowly. So yeah. So they're actually messing with it. Yeah, see, it's right there on the bed. It's just moving. So yeah, so we do have one. See? There it goes. Just had it. jumping around.
Did they ever do anything bad?
Not bad, but I've had people get pushed out of one of the bathrooms. I'll explain that once we get up to the room. We've had people actually see a footprint in 108. You're actually in front of the bed. Looks like they were just getting out of the shower, and it's hardwood floor, so it looks like somebody just walked right by. Somebody floated out of room 208, where we're going to be going next. So a lot of activity up there.
Somebody floated?
Yeah, they said somebody was sitting in the room. I went to go see what was going on. Big black guy. Opened up the door, he walked right out the balcony, and off he went. And the lady's like, I'm checking out. I've actually had people not survive the whole ghost tours. I've had people check out after the ghost tours. Really? So yeah, because of how much activity we get. So yeah, so we get some weird things out here. So.
And how long have you been doing this?
5 years.
So you've been doing this for 5 years?
Yes.
And so through the 5 years, which area do you feel is like the most activity?
107, 108, this whole back corner.
Okay.
And then room 217. A lot of weird stuff happened up in there.
We're in room 17.
You are? Okay, so you'll hear banging. You'll hear something like run across the ceiling. You'll have some weird stuff. Room 107, they like to hold the bathroom door closed. So yeah, so my Chucky room has got a lot of weird activity too.
Wow.
So before it was Chucky, it was my room.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I actually lived in that room for a while. While we were remodeling it, I was staying in that room for a while. And that room was just crazy.
Oh, okay.
So if you're not here in the morning, we know
I
why.
was like, I'm not being in that room by myself, sir. I'm like, Britt has to stay with me.
Yeah, so that room does have some weird things that happen.
Okay.
So you'll hear like banging, like someone's running across the roof and everything. What room are you guys in?
222.
Okay, you'll have a little bit of water dripping here and there. You'll have TV go on and off. You'll be touched at night.
No!
Oh yeah, these are the horror stories out here.
I was like, I'll take the roof running until we get touched. So, yeah.
Yeah, I had a
That's your luck too, right?
Yeah,
that's your luck too.
And then last weekend we had a mother and her two daughters stayed here because it was one of the birthdays. Her 14-year-old was already tripping out. She's like, oh my God, I wanted to hear her. So we got done with the ghost tour and she says, tell the people upstairs to quit running and jumping around. We were like, what room are you in? She goes, 108. I was like, 208. She goes, yeah, there's nobody up there. I was like, exactly. So she's like, I'll tell her in the morning. She's like, she needs to get a good night's sleep. Apparently she didn't get a good night's sleep.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah. So yeah, so again guys, now the other thing is 1907, they did have the Tonopah plague here. There was a plague. Wiped out a lot of people. This was used as a hospital as well. So when he built this was actually for the miners. The Biltmore mine is off of Highway 6. Just right when you get to NDOT, you'll take a left. You can literally go down a little ways, you'll see the dirt road, you'll actually see the mine up in the mountain. So yeah, you guys go check it out during the day. And then during the day, you'll see all these mines that we're gonna go out to here in a little bit. We're gonna get close to them. A lot of them are active and they are reopened. So yes.
So we're available to actually go and see the mines where we can
Yeah, I'm gonna get you close, but just be careful on which ones you go to because they are active. But the Biltmore mine off of Highway 6, you can go walk around. There's dirt roads, there's trails, so that one you can go to. Everything else, you're going to see them working, pulling gold out and everything else.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so the mines are up and running. And when we get outside, I'll explain about the lithium mines and everything else.
On my elbow.
What happened?
I felt like something touched me on my elbow.
Yeah, it's about right in this room. Yeah. And then this lamp likes to move.
Yeah, that's why I hate mirrors.
See, and every now and then this light will flicker. And this lamp moves, you got touched. Yeah, like I said, this is normal.
Yeah, we're not even to the
I did a ghost tour one night, and we actually had, like I said, someone got put. I'll explain that when we leave the room.
Oh.
Yeah. Because unfortunately, it's the room we're going to. Y'all ready? Here we go.
Definitely.
Come on in.
Oh, it's already going.
Oh, yeah.
It's going off.
Oh, you haven't seen nothing yet. Come on in. Don't be scared.
It's going off. Oh, look at the cat ball.
Oh, we haven't even got started yet. And that, yeah. Okay. Ready? It rolls off the table. I don't want to hear it.
Oh my gosh, it's moving. What?
Yeah. We'll do that the whole time we're in here. Okay. Hold this just like this, please. Right there.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna get out.
You're supposed to just hold it.
Yeah.
Okay. Right there. Okay. Go ahead and grab the blanket on the corner. Make sure there's no wrinkles. Get all the wrinkles out. Okay. 4, 3, 2. See the wrinkles? Starting to come back? Got a couple right here.
Oh, yeah.
I got one right there. Now look at where you're at.
Sure, look at 3 here.
And you just took them out.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh God, something touched my leg.
Don't be scared.
Oh God, this thing's lighting up like crazy.
Oh, it is going up like crazy.
Oh my God.
I call this my playroom. Now, the whole thing about this room, okay, again, bed, mirror. Go put your EMF readers up by the mirror. Get very close. Get closer.
Yeah,
there you go.
Oh,
look at it. Put it where we can see it. This is why.
That is crazy.
Okay. Don't be scared.
I just got touched twice.
Look at your mirrors. The thing's going off like crazy.
That is.
All right. You just got touched? Wow.
On my
Don't
leg.
be scared. Okay? This is what I wanted you to do. Will you stop? Pull my arm.
Let's pull on your arm?
Yeah. It's annoying. But there you go. Don't be scared.
Okay.
There. Alright, yes. Weird things happen up in here, okay? It's not as bad as what you think. Okay?
Wait.
So
now here's the thing, it is a child.
No.
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 Yep. As far as we understand from the last couple of videos that I have done with other paranormal groups, we did find out on their recorders it is a child up here. Now, what's in the mirror, we have no clue. I don't know what's in the mirror.
Got nothing now.
Yep, exactly. So, yeah. So you never ever know what you're going to get. Yeah, that's why hence. And this one is less active than this one is. Like, this is the one, these two are the ones you want to buy when you're first starting out. This is like bottom of the barrel. This is like the one grade up.
Yeah, and we have another one that's better than like the this one does like the temperature sensors and all that stuff in there too.
Okay, so there is everything else.
Yes.
But the whole thing is if these two go off while we're in this room, we know for a fact.
That's confirmation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what's crazy, so in one of the hotels that we stayed at, we did the same thing where we put a camera, we took off to go and we left a cap ball and we put the camera on there, and you can literally see in the video, the ball by itself just starts to move and then it just starts shaking, then it's just going.
Wow.
See, like this one.
Yeah.
See?
But it's like something actually, looks like somebody actually touched it, and it's pretty neat.
Yeah, so. So yeah, so and then see, now we got more wrinkles. Now look at the pillow, like someone just laid down in it. So yeah, So this is the reason why I like this room a lot.
And this is, what room is this? This
208.
is 208.
Now, if you notice, it's not your everyday clown themed room. This is the Golden Eagle room. This is the movie room we actually film movies in. I'm sorry.
No, I got scared from the thing.
Yeah, it is pretty creepy.
So yeah, it's weird up here, huh?
I got touched again. Why is it touching me so much?
Where?
Right here.
But yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Motherly instincts.
All right, so we're actually gonna go out to the cemetery.
Okay.
Alrighty. But yeah, I just wanted to show you how much activity. It's going off like crazy again.
Yeah, I had this one was going off a minute ago right here, but that's over there, I guess.
That's the thing. Spirits like to jump around. There's like 3 or 4 in this room. The child stays over here because the other one she's afraid of, or he's afraid of. So he stays over here.
So, one child, or is it multiple children? One in this room?
Yep. And as far as I understand, is terrified of everything else in the room, so it kind of keeps to its own little corner.
Because they were in the bedroom.
Yeah. Now, the thing about it in this room, like I said, I had someone get pushed out of this room, out of the bathroom, got scratched up here. I was one that got scratched over right behind you because, again, some paranormal people like to aggravate, so they get something for their videos. You know what I'm talking about?
Right, yeah, we do.
And,
we don't do that.
And unfortunately, I'm the one that got scratched.
Are you really?
Yeah. So you'll actually see in the videos where my whole back was scratched. I was out doing stuff in this room. Yeah. So, yeah, weird things happen.
While we were taking the tour through the rooms, I was touched. Not bumped, touched. And one of those moments, it was said it was a child spirit, which made it even creepier.
Have you been touched before when you?
Oh yeah.
All the time, yeah. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
For her, anyways, I'm all like, I don't get it. They don't like.
You weren't even here when the light went on.
Which room is that one?
107?
Oh, that was not supposed to be. Yeah. It was like, I don't know. It was like more.
This one? Just follow, just be careful. Watch the step coming down. Don't worry about my fingers going off because you're going to hit all 4 punches. This is David. This is the original owner of the Clown Motel. The reason why they put him here is because of the fact that before all the remodeling, we actually had the door, the window, the office, the laundry room, and the museum all facing out. Kids were able to look out. Dad was able to look into the museum and everything. Okay? Now, as you can tell, some of these actually look brand new gravesites. Some of them are missing, and some of them are broken. 2000s, the kids had a game at the high school. After the high school game, they came down here and vandalized the cemetery. Now, if you notice, some of these grave sites are sinking in. 3 things here. 1, every time it rains or snows, coffins got washed away because you can't dig 6 feet under. Number 2, because of the gold mine right there and the one across the street, You could actually go behind the car wash and behind our other building, because that's where we have another 5,000 clowns. That's going to be the bar, restaurant, ice cream parlor when they get around to finishing it. And then we're building our haunted house back here. So yes, we're going to have a haunted house. But if you go in the back of the building and just walk, be careful, guys, you will see an old mine entrance back there. Okay, so yes, this is surrounded by gold mines. 30 miles down the road is the lithium mine. And now, all these grave sites right here, these are all your Civil War vets. So a lot of them are from the Civil War. The other thing is because of all these gold mines, they wanted to move the cemetery down the street. And because when they put in the trailer park, they also found more grave sites and everything else. Again, when they originally did all this, it wasn't surveyed correctly and all the fencing wasn't done. Now this brown fencing that you see behind you is the original fence of what's left of the original cemetery. Okay? Now, up at the mist pile we have the lady in red. She was murdered. She was a lady of the evening, and she was murdered by her lover because he wanted her to quit her job and she said no, and he murdered her. Down in the basement, the bank manager was hung, and they still can't find the money to this day because 3 miners came in off the, mined their way in. The other guy got greedy, killed his 2 buddies. And then the kids that got locked down there as well were haunted place.
We start walking towards the cemetery. And mind you, Tonopah sits at about 6,000 feet in elevation. So the temperature was in the 30s. Really, really chilly, really, really crisp and cold, like a dry, cold night. And so, as we're walking into the cemetery, everybody has an EVP. He has the EMF readers, and I have an EVP monitor that I'm following, and you can start to see those EMF readers where there's 0 electricity inside of the cemetery. Just starts to spike. And as Chris gives us a tour going through and explaining who was buried within that cemetery, some, that dated back all the way to the early 1900s, you could see that we were getting activity within the area.
What's going on out here? Everybody just wants to come out here like, oh my gosh, it's hot. Well, why? How did Tonopah even get started? Because here's the thing. Our elementary school is on an Indian burial ground. They have to move it because of all the weird stuff happening. Yes, I'm going to film it. I'm just waiting. Yes, I'm going to film it. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. Yes, I'm going to film it. I'm just waiting.
Was this a mining town first?
Yes, this is actually Indian. Tonopah means little water. The Indians were here first. A guy by the name of Jim Butler came out here, found the gold, went back east, got help to mine it, and of course they had to have cowboys and Indians fight. But in the meantime, they asked Ryder to run the saloons here, and asked him, to help out. Because they wanted a straight game, Ryder ran his stuff.
We get to maybe the 4th grave, and I'm filming the tour guide. He's talking, and later in the footage when I went through it, it was like this misty thing that floated past him. I don't know, it looked pretty cool.
This is Miss Bina from New York City. She was a Black Widow type woman. Her and her girlfriend used to pretend they were rich and powerful, and unfortunately one guy actually survived the beating. He went and got the police, they had her arrested, and during her trial, she jumped bail, left New York, got all the way out here to Tonopah, kind of hid out took her 1.5 years to get here. And when she got here, nobody knows what happened to the money. No one knows anything about her. But because all these guys had wealth, power, she went back in her old ways. Well, law enforcement found out about it, was catching up to her, she took her own life.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she wasn't going to do time. But yeah, she was one of those kind of girls. That's why she lived a very interesting life. But yeah, we do have, like I said, a lot of stuff going on out here. There is a lot of history out here. And I see as we're walking through, the meters kind of jumping here and there. If the meters go off, just turn them back on, and if you guys have full power on your batteries and everything, I I guarantee you by the time we're done, they'll be dead. Spirits like to drain batteries. If you guys have full power on your batteries and everything, I guarantee you by the time we're done, they'll be dead. Spirits like to drain batteries. If you guys have full power on your batteries and everything, I guarantee you by the time we're done, they'll be dead. Spirits like to drain batteries. That's why, hence, people like to leave food, drinks, and stuff out at the cemetery grounds, especially in Mexico during the holidays.
Yeah,
If the mirrors go off, just turn them back on, and if you guys have full power on your batteries and everything, I guarantee you by the time we're done, they'll be dead. Spirits like to drain batteries. That's why, hence, people like to leave food, drinks, and stuff out at the cemetery grounds, especially in Mexico during the holidays. That's why, hence, people like to leave food, drinks, and stuff out at the cemetery grounds, especially in Mexico during the holidays. That's why, hence, people like to leave food, drinks, and stuff out at the cemetery grounds, especially in Mexico during the holidays. That's why, hence, people like to leave food, drinks, and stuff out at the cemetery grounds, especially in Mexico during the holidays. They actually leave stuff because the spirits actually take food.
No.
They take the energy. That's why they say if you do it, don't taste the food. But some people like me did it, and it was the worst thing ever. Y'all ready? Here we go. Hey, you gotta try something once. Okay, you see there's no breeze, right? Watch my flag. See it moving? And there's not enough wind to move it. Yeah. So yeah, now, this is Davis the Devil. He was actually a first African American to live here. He was actually a saloon owner and politician. Thing about it is his saloon's still here. It's called the TLC, Tonopah Liquor Company. And yes, it's actually haunted. And they actually have it to where down in the basement, they actually had it to where they had it like a speakeasy. During the 1920s when they couldn't have alcohol, the room is still down there where you could slide the door open and have heat and alcohol.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, so every now and then they let you go down there and check everything out. Now, the thing about him is as a politician, saloon owner, whatever he was doing, wife got tired of it, so she went down to the saloon, shot him a couple times in the back, got 1 year for it. She got out of jail, nobody knows what happened to her. Now, in the middle of town, you're going to see right across the street from the municipal, you're going to see a little strip mall. And it's got like a little Batman thing on it. If you look inside the window, you're going to see an old bar type thing. That is Wyatt Earp's old bar. The guy tried to buy it, restore it, ran out of money, kind of just left it alone. As you go up to the Santa Fe up in Goldfield, that's the one where Virgil Earp actually hung out at. So his bar is still up and running. So yes, so living history, yes. A lot of stuff going on, of course. But yeah, so here I don't like to aggravate him either because of the fact that we've had weird things happen out here as well. But see, there we go. And there's not enough breeze to move that flag. This is Sheriff Logan. We actually sell his book in the gift shop. He is a very well-known loved sheriff. But in Manhattan, Nevada, which was an hour down the road, he actually was also a brothel owner. And his family wrote a book about him. And to this day, the Logans still come out for special events. And they still visit their grandfather. The other thing is not only was he a brothel owner, but again, he did some stuff as a sheriff he wasn't supposed to. But that's all in the book. Anyways, he was at the brothel one night. They actually were beating up on the madam. They woke him up. He threw on his jacket. He went and fought with the guy. The guy went for his gun. And unfortunately, the sheriff went for his gun, realized badge, hat, and gun was left in the room. Shot the sheriff. Piano player came out to help him. And in doing so, he's like, no, stop, just have him arrested and let, him go to court and, do time in jail. Unfortunately, got him to court during the trial, innocent, have a good day, self-defense. So yeah, shot the sheriff but not the deputy. But yes, now, Reba McEntire again filmed a movie about him and the judge. It's based on a true story. It's an awesome movie. A little updated, but it's still a good movie.
Oh, okay.
But if you get the book, follow everything, yeah, it's all pretty much based on actual events. 2011, he actually did get all his medals that he deserved back in the day. Alright, please watch your step as we're going down. We are actually going to go down to where all the kids are. Because like I said, a lot of it is the Tonopah Plague and other things happen. Now, there is a father that died in the mine fire, his son died of the plague, and yes, they're buried side by side. So yeah, you guys can come back out here anytime you want to read on this. No, they buried them down the street. 1911 was the last time this cemetery got used. Cemetery got used. Cemetery got used. Cemetery got used. 1911 was the last time this cemetery got used. And matter of fact, the like I said, February 23rd is what, 23 years this year? So yes, so that fire is coming up on its anniversary in the next couple of weeks. And yes, I do get a lot of activity during that time. So it's literally like, that's why I said they're not 6 feet under, because of all this stuff. This is why we have to come back every now and then and refilm in. Because after a while, if there's no coffin there, you're just going to sink in. And as you notice, the meters are going off like crazy now. And every now and then, yep, see? And if you notice, there's nails in there. And it still rolls. Yeah, see?
Why don't you sit over there?
Yeah, see, I gotta place it because he likes to push it down. But see, it is still going off. But yeah, so yeah, everything's going off. Your mirror's going off like crazy. So yeah, he broke a couple of my cat balls. He'll actually literally like push them down to where they break. But yeah, so as you can see, there are little screws here, but he still likes to try to push it off. But yeah. But the whole thing is going off even more. I mean, for some odd reason, and you guys could vouch for this one, kids are more active than the adults. We've always got a little bit more activity with the kids. Don't know why, but we do. This guy right here is the original sheriff of Nye County. He actually was like a hermit sheriff. He got sick one night, they rushed him to a mining hospital. Unfortunately, he passed away, and that's where they buried him. Now, up by, like I said, by the post office, on the right-hand side, there is a memorial for him, and down by the fire station, there's a metal plaque of him as well.
During the tour, our guide took us to the gift shop and wanted to show us a doll named Polly. So we were in the gift shop, and Eric's like, should I hold her? I'm like, I wouldn't hold her. You know, she's possessed. She's supposed to be possessed. And supposedly she, like when you hold her, she'll feel heavier, you know, like heavy like a real person. And she'll cause people to have like dizziness or headaches. And so Eric, he went ahead and held her. And I was waiting for something to happen. It didn't look like anything happened at the time, but afterwards, he told me that she started getting heavy and that his arm started cramping, which was really creepy.
See, a couple are still going on. Every now and then, this tree likes to move. Just here.
Oh, is that the one?
This is the one, yes. This is the one that moved. His whole hand went like this, and Zach Bagan's up there. Every now and then, this tree likes to move. Corpse?
Yes.
Door right behind you. They found that movie here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why we saw the movie posters.
Oh, damn.
That's that door that went into the little bedroom area.
Mm-hmm.
That was that one before.
Oh. My kid loves that movie.
So we actually saw the movie posters. You can either buy them rolled up or in a frame, all together.
Nice.
Yeah. So like I said, so we have our movie posters, we have our movies, House of a Thousand Corpses. So a lot of stuff going on. And then we have World-Famous Clown Motel.
Oh. You hold it all?
She looks nice. She is from here. She's from Not Haunted House in California. If she gets a pulse, you'll be the second one that got a pulse on her. But yeah, the moving on her, that's
She's
legit.
moving?
The pulse.
No, I mean, I'm moving her too, but I don't know. It feels like something.
You feel weight? You feel weighted,
Yeah,
or you feel like
yeah.
heavy?
So yeah, she does what she wants when she wants. She's like,
no. It's cool.
So yeah.
Here's the card. Oh, little one.
Sorry,
I just see the.
But yeah, she does get heavy. Weird things, do happen. So. Like one of the guys actually from the haunted house actually came and saw her, ran out the door, but he's like, I don't know people. So like, don't you know?
She was running?
He ran out.
Oh, I thought she was.
No, he ran out the door because they saw it. He was like, I know that doll. So they had a bag transport with her.
Oh.
So.
I hope it touches you and gets a little.
No.
The table's outside.
Why is it like this?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a little messy.
No way.
Yeah, our stuff's everywhere, but the decor is something else.
It is all Chucky.
Okay, I was like, Grace.
I was like, I feel like we're not gonna feel much presence with all the lights turned on. Maybe, I don't know.
Should have brought my 4 cat balls too. Is your email?
It was going off all crazy.
Was it?
Unfortunately, the mirror is over here.
I know. I was like, we don't have the mirror in front of the bed.
This is a little reflective.
Why does it
and I
say
don't think
detecting on here?
What? What do you mean?
I don't know. It said detecting. It popped up. My face or what?
Oh, yeah, because I have it on face tracking.
Oh, that's weird.
Sorry. Yeah, but I don't know what happened with the battery.
That's crazy.
That's it. It's just.
Is that your fault?
Yeah.
Is this where you're staying?
Oh, we're staying in this one, so we're just like.
Have you not looked yet?
We haven't been in yet.
All right, well.
Let's see. Now.
Well, it's not quite in line with the bed.
What's that? So what do you think? What do you think about the clown?
No, I'm not gonna talk in here.
No?
I told you already.
Okay. I can do it. Okay.
So later in the night, we finally got to our room, and I sat down, and we were watching TV. I start feeling like something's around me, but I'm just ignoring it. And then all of a sudden, right in front, like close to my face, something like it looked like it was half manifested, just darted like this across my face. It didn't feel evil or anything like that. It probably was the man that was in there trying to get my attention, but yeah, that happened.
So interesting with a lot of history, inside of that town and inside of that motel. One of those vibes where you definitely feel like, it's creepy, but it's creepy for a reason, right? There's a lot of that old history that's there. And it leaves you kind of like, you really want to kind of sleep with one eye open. It's really, really not a place you can feel like you can just get a full night's rest.
This place definitely has an eerie vibe. It's really scary. It gets my feelings going, and I saw some things there, with my own eyes, not just through the footage. Do I think it's haunted? Yeah, big time. It's haunted.
Is anyone here with us? Who's here with us? What's your name?
Dangerous.
Ready? What's it dangerous?
Let's go.
Oh yeah. Well, hold on. What's
No, I'm done.
Well, we just start. That's what we're doing here.
Hello? I told you already. When something like that happens, we leave.
No.
Duh, saying it.
You think it means it on that?
Yeah. Oh, what we're doing.
Okay. All right. Well, stop. Thank you.